Morning guys, this is Jeff at the Glorious Uncertainty on Bank Holiday Monday, the 10th of April. Bank Holiday Monday. And it's raining. Marvellous. Right, okay, I've been working very hard to explain everything to you about the system, how it, basically the mechanics behind how a bet is formulated, how we apportion finance to it against its form, and all things related to that. But quickly, just before I get into something else, I just want to say I've been on the 436 at Redcar. Right. Now, I've not done a sheet, for a bet, because I'm not going to put this up as a bet, but I know Paul, Vicky, I can't remember the rest of your name, sorry about that, likes to know the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the system, but what I'll do is I'm going to put those down below. So I'll put them in the comments, in a pinned comments of these three races. But the 436 at Redcar, I could not split these, and I was trying to find some kind of value where we could play, but again, I couldn't find it. So we've got scoring 70s, Blind Beggar, 56 Marshall, Dan, 40 Gatham 4, 39 Bielsa, and 39 Bielsa, 34 Fortemore. Right. So I went all around the gardens trying to work out how we could get some value out of this, and the one I came up with at first was to play a place on Fortemore at evens, but it didn't really stack up. So what I have done is I've done a TriCast. And my TriCast is a Blind Beggar to either come first or second, Marshall Dan to either come first or second, because I think those two have sewn it up, that race. But then in third place, either Gatham 4, Bielsa, or Fortemore, all covering the third spot. So 1, 2 is between Blind Beggar and Marshall Dan, Gatham 4, Bielsa, and Fortemore to pick up the third spot. And they're really good odds. I think mine, I'm playing £8 in the race, which is true to the points really, but not in the times 10, which I usually do. But in this, it's £1.33 per point. There's 6 combinations in the TriCast, and the returns marvellous. That's the only way I could get some value, but again, I'm not putting that up as a serious bet. That's for another channel I've got, I'm thinking about doing in the future. But yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. Right. Why? I was speaking to my partner Nikki about why I never put Elladora and written broadcast up as a bet. Now, there's nothing stranger than fact, and this is an absolute fact of what happened and why I didn't put it up. So, we're all sitting comfortably. Yesterday morning, I got up at about 6. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. And I have my van kitted out so I can drive off in the middle of the countryside and, just do the horses. Change of scenery and all that. So I set off in the morning at, I think it was about 7 o'clock, something like that. I'd outlined that particular race. I thought it looked quite good, but I just needed to finalise it to put it up as a bet. And this is the truth. So I set off, I'm driving for about an hour. The price was holding out. And then I parked up in a lovely bit of Lancashire's rural countryside. And I was just making a coffee at the back of the van. And then this guy turned up and he said to me, could you give me a jump start, please? Because my vehicle won't start. And he has a camper van. So I thought, yeah, okay, I'll give you a lift. So I drove up to where he was, flicked the bonnet on the van. He had the jump leads. Could we find the negative terminal on the van? The battery's hidden away somewhere. Found the positive terminal. Could we find the negative one? No. 1.5 hours later, still hadn't found it. Googled it, you name it. Done the lot. Could not find it. By the time I got back to, at which point I'm quite a calm person, but at which point I came back to it, the price had just disappeared. Now, it wasn't, in my opinion, then as good a value as it should have been. I could have put it, I probably should, look, with hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? But I know a few of you did Elladora and written broadcast, but that's what happened. And you couldn't make this up. I could not believe it. And then the horse goes and bloody wins. But it's not about one horse. It's about all the horses across the season. But that is why that bet never went out. So that guy cost us quite a bit there, I would have thought. Never mind, life goes on. Right, that's it. So you know all the bets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reassess how many races I think we're going to be playing in towards the end of April. I think it's going to be about 45 across the month. That's where we're going. I don't think it's going to be doubled. I think it's just because it was bank holiday, it sort of ramped it up a little bit. But I think we're going to divide the working capital up to by 45, and I'll see where we're at. So I'll re-establish a stake, which is probably going to be 6 points, I would have thought. So our maximum bet, don't forget that as well, our maximum bet would be 6. In the old days, back then, it would have been 10 points. I remember we've only ever had 3, and Rage came second, didn't it? But we've had 2 winners and 1 second of maximum bet, standalone maximums. So when the points are, let's say at the moment we are playing at 8 points per race, a maximum would be 8. So as long as we know. So I shall do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions in the 3 races. But the 2 races we are playing in, I'll put those down. You can see that, how they score, and see how the system performs. Right, that is it. Have a great bank holiday Monday. If you see anybody at the side of the road holding some jump leads, drive past. Just drive past. Okay, cheers. Bye for now. Bye-bye.